How's it going, everybody? Welcome back to Echoes of Ragnarok. We're up to episode 8. Is this episode 8?
Is it?
Who's counting anymore?
I've lost count. There's been so many.
Yes, welcome back to our little foray into my world of Hymgard, this Nordic techno-fantasy dystopian wasteland ruled by the divine survivors of Ragnarok. We have our wonderful all-Australian cast here. And just a reminder that if you are watching this on YouTube, you can watch it on Thursday nights at 8 p.m. Australian Eastern Time over on Twitch. We're trying to get onto YouTube as well, but internet is difficult.
We're Australians.
We're Australians, it's hard.
Worst internet in the world.
And once again, if you would like a bit more of a foray into the world of Hymgard, specifically its origins, make sure you pick up copies of my first 2 books now, Berserker and Ulfhedin. Both can be found on various online book retailers. Please do check them out. People are enjoying them. At least they tell me they're enjoying them, and I hope they're not lying to me. But anyway, with that all said, I think we're going to jump quite quickly into our next episode of Echoes of Ragnarok.
Yes.
I'm gonna be traumatized.
I love that it cut back to the screen right at that point. So, who would like to recap our last session?
I made
Stop,
Hugo
not.
cry.
You made Hugo cry. Oh yeah, just out of character role play. Yeah.
Oh, and in.
In character. Well, her in character role play, but your like meta knowledge.
Yeah.
We introduced Ulf, for Ulf's sake, a character you may come to know in the future. We introduced Saga, who is she's sort of the local sort of like
10 out of 10.
tinkerer or like mechanic sort of character. And I described her as basically being a sort of more brown-haired version of the Smith from Monster Hunter Wilds.
Okay.
So just another baddie to add to Ada's roster.
But also
needs more
kind of naive and like cutely daft slightly. So yeah.
She know people good, but she blows stuff up good.
Yeah. Mac may have cried.
One single tear.
But yeah. Yes, would someone like to run us through what happened last session?
Well, I know we definitely went through trying to go further into investigating everything and going down to particular places. My memory's fuzzy, y'all, but I'm trying my best.
I believe all of our memories are fuzzy, so let's collectively do this.
Yeah.
Collective storytelling, just like TTRPGs are meant to be. But yeah, using some magic, we have potentially found out a possible culprit of who might be making people go crazy.
We met up with Oleg again. And Ada is trying to drag Eric kicking and screaming into wealth.
You want to you want to scam people. That's what you want to do. You want
We
to.
only guarantee 27% accuracy.
Why that percentage?
The King of Gout has become more famous, and Ada is trying to convince Eric to sell elixirs that kind of work to help get rid of gout to rich marks.
It doesn't.
Snake oil salesman.
It's not kinda. It will work. I'm a doctor, damn it.
Also, as Laurie pointed out, Eric had a panic attack about possible Arcane Council?
Archon
Why can't I say
Council.
it? Archon Council members being about.
So
Yes.
it was discovered that it has been deduced that the
Deduce.
Notice that he doesn't confirm.
the effects that have taken over some of the townsfolk, specifically in this case the Razor Runners at the Drunken Drakkar, may have been, or very likely was, an arcane enchantment.
Mind manipulation.
Yeah. Which led Eric to the belief that it may be, for someone to be that, for someone to have the power, basically to create a mind manipulation effect that could affect a crowd, would take a large amount of arcane power, which led Eric to believe that it may be a rogue Archon Inquisitor. So, yeah.
And our dear friend Ulf doesn't know this, but Eric is ready to sell them up the river and his promise to what's her face?
Sigrid?
Morgan.
Morrigan.
His promise to keep Morrigan out of it. Eric has already promised to. He didn't make that promise, and has promised Sigrid that he's gonna
Play back the footage. I said nothing.
I'm pretty sure essentially
Has no idea.
I'm pretty sure that what was it? Morrigan just said to Eric to be wary, and also any developments, including Morrigan, Sigrid would like to know immediately. So yeah, but beyond that,
all your friends are dodgy. The end.
There was also a interesting development where if you see Hugo, he is dressed to the nines. And if you see Ada, she's dressed as if she just walked out of her auntie's house drunk.
No, Ada is dressed as if. No, I'm not going to say that again because Laurie yelled at me last time I said that someone exploded in my face.
Hey.
Ada is wearing Saga's shirt and is covered in soot.
you know when someone explodes in your
Wow.
face so bad you got to change your shirt. It's a bad
I hope you weren't trying
You
to
got
like, get monetized for this particular video because you are fucked.
You want to be monetized? Why did you invite me?
What are we doing here?
That's negative money. You pay YouTube.
Australians always ride that fine line when we're on the internet.
What
We do,
fine
we do.
line? What line?
We're just very good at moving the line.
And yeah,
Yep.
so we look opposing, where one was usually dressed in drags and the other in finery. It's now switched.
I look the same, scraggly and depressed,
Victorian ghost.
and they keep making fun of what I wear.
Yeah, we
Oh,
are
dear.
taking Eric to a tailor because unfashionable, out of season, wrong color. No,
Yeah.
They
Valid.
keep calling
Valid.
me poor. I'm
you
not
are poor compared to us. I'm sorry. I'm not sorry, but I'm sorry. I'm sorry for that outfit.
I'm just trying to lift you up. Ada's just trying to lift Eric up out of poverty like the rest of the people that she leads, you know? She's just really trying to be out there for the community and help guide people upwards to their
I
potential.
don't think you understand what upwards means. I think you have a very different definition.
I do love the idea that looking at it and looking at all of you, like, Eric has access to quite possibly the most amount of money out of all of you.
That is cool.
You are quite possibly the only doctor that Sigrid has on the books. Like, if you ask for money,
Why
don't get me
do I
wrong.
need-
Don't get me wrong. It'll most likely be a loan, but
Look,
You have the most
fashion's
equity.
real hard to pull off when there's blood all over you from doing surgery all day.
Oh,
Any-
and I got a commission for a flamethrower.
Surgeon chic.
Blood.
so, yes. So, following a somewhat of a discovery and what's the word? Some, sort of deductions drawn from that. Also, yeah, some as Eric mentioned, possibly some physical reactions to this news.
I'm fine, you guys.
I'm fine. I'm
completely fine.
I'm just the tensest I've ever been.
I'm not
It's all good.
3
panicking.
shades paler,
Mhm.
translucent skin
Yeah.
at this point.
It's at that
Maybe
like
it'll help me hide better.
it's at that like Gaelic pale blue at this stage. Like it's
You put me under the moonlight, and all of a sudden I'm like, put me in like a lighthouse.
I come in peace.
I bring
I'm-
you love.
I'm real sorry, y'all. We're
I'm
probably gonna
mad.
get nothing done tonight. We're all very tired. Following all of that, I believe at this stage, Ada was taking Eric off to the shops.
Taylor.
A tailor?
We were.
Because they look poor and we can't take them out anywhere.
I'm not poor, and what do you mean? I go out all the time. I
Because
go.
you look poor and we can't go to the amphitheater and investigate a Nord
I
when you
go
look like this.
to lots of places. I go to your place. I go to Hugo's place. I go to like the bar.
Yeah, and you look like Sheldon Cooper when he's wearing the formal outfit.
Who is this Sheldon Cooper?
He's a really, really bad mechanic.
Huh.
His whole thing is just to wear more colors means it's more expensive.
Look, let me put it this way. In normal society, where you normally hang out, you look,
Possible.
I was about to say like everybody else, but like, like a grayscale version of everybody else.
Yeah.
Right? If we take you to the more upper class areas, you stand out screaming, I look poor, I'm not supposed to be here. You fix people's insides. That's what you do. I fix people's outsides. That's what I do.
I break people's outsides and insides.
All of that is true. I'll agree with you there. Fine. Make
And
me
then
up.
you
because-
also go to collect Ulf, so he doesn't look like a bloody barbarian.
Okay, see, I'm not the
marching
only
through.
one. I'm not the only one. Ha.
Don't do that to Ulf. That's Ulf's culture right there. You can't be mean about that. You should know better.
I can
Come
make
on.
him look more shiny.
It's. I just don't want to wear anything green. Don't put me in anything green.
That's literally the only color.
If I
think
put
of
you
when
in
I think of
something
you.
green, it would look like you. No, it does not work with your complexion, I agree.
You look like a hag.
Eric definitely whacks him just upside the head.
Bong! Oh. I meant it with like compassion.
Wow, what's in your bloody skull? A steel plate?
Yes.
Well, yeah, I put
3.
it there.
I have
Ow.
3 steel plates in my head.
Explains a lot.
Yeah,
Eric put 2 of them in there.
you think
Explains a lot.
you think he'd be dead by now? I'm pretty sure I got everything back in, but you
Oh,
never
you see,
know
the
these
first
days.
one was an attempt to kill me. They
I'm not
drilled a
confirming or
hole through my
denying that.
skull and tried to pour boiling water to make me simple.
I thought he'd be less quiet. I was wrong. Had the opposite effect, really.
At least my face is still pretty. It is not, by the way.
It's like,
Check character art.
yes.
It's not.
Pretty.
He's like, eh. He's like a 4.
Face for radio.
Yeah.
All right, so we're heading to the tailor.
Tailor.
Because you guys are bullying me. Where's Ulf?
Where is Ulf?
Where's he at?
Ulf. What has Ulf been up? I don't think much time passed
Ulf
in the last.
opened that letter he was given,
Mm-hmm.
and
Ah,
he
of
went to
course.
basically follow any trails that led.
Cool. Yeah. So real quick, you open the letter that that Sigrid gave you. As it, you open it up and it is quite clearly. Can you tell me who was your? It very much would have been referred to as who was your handler, with Vali? So to give you an idea, so Vali is one of the few gods, within Hymgard that very openly walks among his people. So Bragi is close. Bragi is someone who appears and does shows and stuff like that. But then Vali and the children of Thor are pretty much the only gods that will straight up just be yeah, no, I'm just hanging out with you guys. I'm very visible and around and just a normal dude, just 8 foot tall. But then there's there's a hierarchy, sort of an order, a chain of command, which would go down to essentially different chunks of the convoy would have especially how do you put it, foot rank soldiers, or the starting up warriors, which is where you would have been, would have essentially another word would be something like sergeants or something like that, but generally they were referred to as handlers. It's especially at that lower rank when you're still in training, it's cool, yeah, no, this is your guy.
So, referring back to my backstory, Emmerich was the one that found Ulf when he first fled. Backstory.
The lore. Come on, get your pens out.
We're gonna wait for that to come out at some point. Emmerich, and he was one of the ones that basically helped train Ulf and get him to the higher caliber that he began to progress to, and became his main homie.
Reading over the note, starting off, it reads, so it reads over it to Ulf. If this has reached your hands, we can only assume you made it to Vartangata. So it says, I have returned to Vali, to Hrothgard, and we are, discussing our next moves. It then goes on to say, what did I call him? Hold on. The next line is just a single line. It just says, one line, it just says, William is dead. William was one of the warriors who was in the car with you. Actually, it states William is gone. Because essentially, and that means that essentially he has been assumed dead because they can't find him. It then reads, this said, then reads, "Hope you are well and safe. This message will self-destruct within 5 seconds of reading."
I hope he's a fast reader.
Damn.
As he finishes that line, little chuckle, and then just tosses it onto the ground.
Cool. As you throw it onto the ground in front of you, this trifold paper hits the ground and it folds slightly, and on the piece that, the bottom, as it folds up, you see the word in big bold letters just says "bang."
Has a further chuckle to himself.
That's what mates are for.
So William's gone. Well, at least that's one answer. Bit of closure there. Look, probably not going to find his corpse, but it's all right. He never really wanted to be found. He wasn't a part of Varley's crew for glory or to have his name remembered.
Who is Ulf talking to right now?
Talking to himself. As he's just wandering the streets.
I love the idea that you've essentially just standing in the middle of the road and you've just thrown this letter on the ground and then had a full conversation with yourself, and there are people just walking past
Talking to
I'm making sure I'm eyeing them off.
Yeah.
Give me a weird look.
As you're talking to yourself, you're looking
Flashes my
directly.
neck tattoo.
I don't know.
With
He's a
stop.
soldier of Varley. I'm not gonna question it, but
They're probably all batshit crazy.
I weirdly know, they probably are great navigators, but I just keep assuming Ulf has just bad direction skills and he just keeps wandering off and getting lost. Actually, no, he's great in the wilderness, really shit in cities. He has no idea where he is.
All the places look the same.
I like to think
the
he's just an amazing tracker. He just follows the tracks instinctively, but it's a city, so the tracks are everywhere.
yeah.
Confusion.
Fresh footsteps. Oh, more fresh footsteps. Oh, more fresh footsteps.
Squirrel, Nurgle.
Cool. So yeah, you wandering for a bit, end up making your way back towards towards Eric's surgery. Basically in time to see Ada more or less dragging Eric down the road, like a toddler that doesn't want to leave the house. Why do
I feel like Eric is taller than her and he's just I don't want to, please.
Every time Eric grabs onto something, Hugo's just flicking the fingers off.
Please, I could have a shower. I could brush my hair, please.
Ulf, think we've found a place to investigate the people behind that, all those murdering of innocent people. But I need to get you in a little bit more fancier clothes. Okay, would you come to the tailor so we can make you look a little bit fancier?
Don't trust her.
What's wrong with my outfit?
You look like a peasant.
That's kind of the point.
Well, where we're going, looking like a peasant is kind of not the point.
Yeah, we need to blend in, not stand out.
Well, puts my hood on.
That is more suspicious. You're walking through town. It's the middle of the day. It is hot, actually. And you're wearing a hoodie. That is suspicious, mate.
And you think I'm the problem?
You are a problem. Now, Ulf, we're going to make you look like some of those pompous C words up in their little palace and shit, right? We're going to get in. We're going to find out who's doing the mind manipulation shit. It's mind magic, right, Eric?
Yes.
Yeah, it's mind magic.
We can fill him in on the way there. I don't think he knows what's happening.
But still make you look like a bad man, okay? Like you're.
I think we're missing the main thing here. It's not. You all know this. I'm not good with social situations that don't resort to violence.
Yes, you're the bodyguard who doesn't say anything.
You are the Varley bodyguard. We paid good money just to have you taken from a war front to guard us. That puts us in a spotlight, which people like. People like people who are special. We get in because we're special. We kill someone, we get out.
That works. That I can work with that. Yep. I will bite my tongue.
Good boy. Let's go.
You can hit him, just not too
Wolf,
hard.
just for a second there, has this moment where he's like, I could snap his neck in an instant.
Good boy is a corporal punishment in Vali's crew. Like, that is good boy. Good boy is punishable by death on the spot without trial.
I just very gently place, like Wolf places his hand on your head. Be careful, little one.
Don't worry, that's why I have you. Let's go.
So smart, yet so tossable.
Toss me. You say it's like, just don't tell Eric.
Don't tell her.
I'm already watching.
No.
No.
Why are you watching him toss him?
It's funny.
I
Anyway.
believe I can fly. Splash. Anyway, we head to the tailor.
Yeah, so you head to the tailor. Entering in, this is the tailor. It's one of the main tailors. I imagine, Ada, you are you're well familiar with this tailor.
Girls get clothes, especially for fancy events and things like that.
This is the sort of it's there's various levels of tailor. This is within Vartengard, being a place that gets a lot of trade. One of the main things that is traded is both fur and cloth. So then this is a place that you get everything from everywhere. This is, how to put it, this is the bottom end of the top half, shall we say. Like, this is, this isn't, like, really nice luxury clothing, but it is very, very decent clothing without getting into, okay, I've got to go down the street to, my mate's mum's house and get her to make me a shirt, sort of thing.
It's like H&M.
Or
like Louis Vuitton.
Too drastically.
This place, it is referred to as the Cloth and Blade.
Metal.
It is. It is run by a Nis known as Klaus, who makes, or at least as far as organizes and curates a very nice but affordable array of clothing.
Klaus, darling.
You entering into the shop, there's a number of these rows of different racks that have various other sorted clothing on them. There's a lot of different colors and fabrics. There's a few fur, fur cloaks and different pieces of fabric. From the back of the room, there's a you hear moving of bits and pieces, and you hear a voice that just says, "Yes, make yourself comfortable. I'll be back in a sec." Again, there's another clinic, and it's eventually this Nis sort of walks around the corner, very smartly dressed in that, very much like that tailor attire, sort of the double-breasted vest over a fairly puffy tan linen shirt, pair of trousers and boots. He's got a pair of glasses, small circular glasses on the end of his nose. This sort of small, almost pompadour of coiffed dark grey hair with a few streaks of lighter grey through it. So he looks up and he sees it. He's like, "Ada, darling, how can I help you today? Why do you look like this? This is..."
I went and visited Saga.
I thought I recognized her shirt, yes. what can I do for you today? You need new clothes?
I'm fine. I've got the last set that you just bought me. Perfect
It's a
for the
good set.
amphitheater.
It did not come cheap, I'll tell you that. It was a good sell.
Look, I know that this is going to be a challenge. And your magic is amazing. But I understand the raw material I'm giving you to work with. So I need you to make this one look like they don't look like death and are suitable to be in higher society, aka not poor. And I need you to make this one look more intimidating, but he's like more of like we actually paid money for him.
A bodyguard
Am I
kind.
not intimidating?
You are, but you're not fancy intimidating. You're more like primal man
Like,
of
I'm
the
gonna tear your
mountain.
throat out with my teeth in the bush, kind of thing.
Mhm.
Not I'm going
Yes.
to assassinate you in the corner.
I'll take it.
Yeah.
Yes, I see. He pushes like the glasses up his nose, looks at Eric, and you see this sort of then like looks over at Ulf and is like it's this very intense look. It's like yes, I think I have it. It's going to be interesting, but I think I can make it happen, darling. Please sit down. Gestures to the seats. Like there's a small bench along the side next to the door. As you go to sit down, he turns to Eric. He's like, "Not you. You with me."
Damn it.
I go to sit down next to Ada and just follow myself. a
Ada
drink.
like quickly opens the door and whistles, and like a one of her kids suddenly turns up,
Mhm.
and she like instructs him to go and get one of her very nice set of clothes from the house, and then closes off and sits back down next to Hugo, just so we can cut out any extra, and then she goes to get those.
Gives you a nod and then like turns and just ducks down the road.
And it's not Weaver, because Weaver would get lost with her most expensive outfit.
Probably get robbed.
Did you just send that kid off to get something?
So Klaus guides you down the back to it's a small, almost like space in the back, like towards the back of the shop, where there is a number of stools of different heights, and a large mirror. He turns around and takes the measuring tape from around his neck, and he's like, "Please stand in front of the mirror."
Eric, like, he is stiff as a board. He's usually much more relaxed, especially, like, in his surgery. Like, he's much relaxed. Here, he's just awkward.
Mm-hmm.
So he just
So
stands up and just...
standing in front, beside you as he, like, goes to step past you and then looks over. He's like, "You need to relax, darling. The clothes, they need to flow. They need to breathe. You need to... otherwise you look like a stick in a tuxedo. I don't know." Just turns around and grabs one of the stools, looks up, like, at your head height and sort of goes... Grabs the next size stool up, puts it behind you. You see it's like a solid, almost looks like a solid block of wood about the height of him. As he puts it down behind you, he looks up again, he's like, kicks the side of it at a small stair, like almost like staircase, boots out the back of it. As he climbs up and starts measuring like your shoulders and your back, he's like, "Okay, do we have an idea for color, darling? Something evocative, something interesting, something perhaps not covered in blood?"
We want him to stand out, mate.
Ada! Do your thing! You make
Evocative.
people look good on outside.
He turns and like unclips. You see he's got like one of those like leather harnesses. Everything that has various sort of like scissors and measuring tapes and stuff, and he's got a small what appears to be like almost like a ring that just has a bunch of swaths of cloth off it, that he unhooks from his thing and starts to put it over like the side of your neck, essentially different colors and fabrics, and we're like, as in, no, is no, make you look even paler, is this, ooh, maybe, he holds out two that like up next to your skin. Three of them. There's a black, a blue, and a green.
Not black.
Not allowed black.
I guess blue would be good.
He looks over towards the back and then leans over and he's like, Do you like the black, darling?
It's like, black is practical and doesn't show blood very well.
We can work with that, yes. He, sort of walks his way back down the stairwell and he goes, I think I have something. Give me a moment. Goes through this, silk curtain partition to the back, into the back of the shop. You hear, a number of, drawers opening and closing. He comes back with a, sort of a bundle of clothes in his hands. He's like, you try on in the back for size.
Okay. He walks in, then you just hear, struggling, just how do I put on these damn things? It's been ages since I've worn one of these.
He then turns around and wanders back to the front and is like, "You, the big one."
Ulf.
All right. Wish me luck. Follow through.
Mm-hmm. Good luck, mate.
Heading over to the mirror again, he brings over the same stool, walks up behind you, same thing. He's like, okay, now this, okay, we have the fur, we have the red, we have, yes, I think, do we have a preference for color, darling? Something primal, or perhaps something a bit softer?
Bodyguard?
Mm-hmm.
What would make me blend in with the people here the best, but also stand out enough to appease them? I don't do this. I've been wearing the same thing for a long time. I just wash it in a lake. It's,
I can tell. We will, he turns and makes his way back down the stairs. He's like, wait, I have something here. It was very popular with another man of your cut, shall we say. Makes his way down one of the aisles and comes back with a bundle of, again, this sort of folded outfit of, seems like this almost deep slate gray, but you see as he's holding it, and almost shifts slightly, there's this slight crimson in there as well that you can't, it's hard to say where it is, but yeah.
I think I can work with that.
Excellent. Apologies, my humble store. You will have to wait for young Eric to finish, and then you can use. I feel like
Eric is just coming out, showing off the outfits, weirdly, just
it is.
Does this fit?
It is one outfit. It, as you are putting it on, it's odd. This outfit was not tailored for you, or at least as far as you can tell. He's just pulled it out of some drawers in the back and some of that. It fits perfectly. It is, you very possibly, considering where you have not quite had anything this, it's not fitted, but it is it's tailored. It is that point, everything sits perfectly. It's not baggy, it's not tight. as you exit, like come out into the main area, you are in. It is a long, almost like caftan. This high-collared, with silver buttons running down the center, hangs down to just below the knees. This deep blue caftan that has black cuffs, and the neck is black and also has various the central stripe where the buttons are is black, almost like a satiny silk, sort of very smooth, very shiny, almost slightly glossy look. Similarly, the pants are that same sort of black fabric. It is refined, it is reserved with that just slight touch of very nice, very sort of high society look.
Eric actually just looks in the mirror, is like, all right, not bad. It's quite, it's rather nice. Very fine work. I'm impressed.
You don't look like a corpse. As
Yeah.
much.
This is the cleanest that most of you have seen, Eric.
Eric just looks in the mirror, just licks his finger, starts rubbing off a bit of blood, and then starts looking at Mike. Ada, do you have any dye? My roots are starting to show again. He dyes his hair black, but you see, you can see roots of bright red hair.
We can get that sorted before we go, as Ada is looking at the Timothy Chalamet version of Eric.
I'm gonna roll to see if Hugo knew that you were a ginger.
Roll me a
3
history.
and up.
Roll me an interest in intelligence test.
Roll for ginger.
Roll for ginger.
You can
I'm
see
rolling
in the
for
character
ginger.
he's always been red hair. He has the roots.
Oh yeah.
He has black hair. He's just in.
7.
7? No idea.
I've never paid enough attention to your hair.
Either
You're
that
too
or
high up.
I
I'm
You
don't
just
gonna-
can't. You just can't see the roots.
Too tall.
You are a ginger?
Yes.
I have never paid enough attention to you to actually realize that.
You haven't asked. I dye it frequently.
Why? Ginger, and he flicks his hair back a little bit, is the best color.
I have my reasons.
You look fantastic, Eric. You'll pass very well.
Thank you.
It's a very practical mix with you being a doctor and all.
He takes off his glasses, tries to he goes to rub it, and it's just trying to find a cloth,
I hand you a little cloth.
little cloth, and just trying to make himself look refined. Tries to untangle his hair. He's weirdly getting a bit into this. It's Ulf, your turn.
Ulf, as you, I imagine as all this is happening, Ulf, the moment Eric was out, Ulf went in.
Yeah.
You get changed into this, and you suddenly, at first, feeling kind of, oh, I don't know how to feel about this. This feels weird. You suddenly realize as you start to, take it out and look it over, this is very much it's a militaristic cut of it is what could be very well passed for a soldier's finery, a dress uniform almost. As you getting into it real quick, can you roll me an intelligence test just for a history's sake? If you have historical lore or military lore, you can roll this.
Ooh.
Okay.
That
That is a total of 9.
9. Cool. Okay. As you're putting this on again, it's almost in a similar vein. You realize, sort of in a similar vein to what Klaus was wearing. It is a vest over this deep, almost to black, but even the light, as the light catches this, you see lights, like glints of red in the shirt. Over the top of which is this long, hanging to about the knees, this sort of long vest that clasps down one side of the breast. There's also this odd sort of almost like wrapped around collar to that seems odd to you at first, but also seems like, in a way you're looking at it, I'm like, I've seen this before in a weird place. In a place like that doesn't make sense right now, and it takes you a minute to remember it. This goes over a very sort of large, sort of baggy pair of what are called rus pants, which are basically like yodpas. And a pair of like very sort of, again, sort of like high military style boots that are polished to a very high sheen. I'll say with a 9, like, yeah, like you know your stuff, and this is not an unknown thing, and it is a very distinctive style. You recognize that this vest is from like the only other vest you have seen of this style, especially with the neck and the clasping. The only other uniform that you have seen like that is when Vali found a stranded berserker. This is more, you gather this is more or less based on their uniform, like their general like outfit.
I guess I can make this work. It's a lot newer than I'm used to. Just pushes the curtain.
Mm-hmm. As he walks out, the rest of you see Ulf like walking out. If it were not for the just going off the character art here, this matted mess of hair that's on top of his head, he's like this, very it's like very strong young military, soldier looking man who is like now in this very sharp, crisp militaristic outfit. He looks all the parts of like as you would call it, like a military, like a what do you call it? A military officer, or as you would put it, a retainer or bodyguard for someone very important.
I pull out a brass comb.
This is gonna hurt me more than it hurts you.
He's not
This is
sacred.
gonna hurt you, and I'm gonna enjoy it.
The funny thing is, I feel like he's gonna hurt you, and he will enjoy it.
As soon as that first knot is pulled, broken jaw.
Oh, oh, come on, just wrap my legs around your shoulders like, hold still.
Do I
Slightly hiding behind Ada.
part for you lot? You can see he's like really uncomfortable and just awkward.
With Ada's military background as a soldier, she's like, you look perfect. Just gotta fix the hair.
Yeah. I'll say with a background as a soldier, you also very much recognize that this, like, looking at the vest, you're just like immediately just go, yep, because you were part of a proper, like, organized military, yes? Like, as much as Vali's is as well. Vali's is very much like, hey, we're a truck convoy of mercenaries.
They were the Watchmen, yes.
Yeah. You would know, like, looking over this, you would know, have seen berserkers before, and the vest is very reminiscent of that.
A berserker outfit, even more perfect.
Yeah, mate,
Suits
you
you
look
well.
bloody good. I'd hire you.
All right.
Shout
all
out
right.
to anyone who's read the book.
Ada grabs her clothes that she's got, gets quickly dressed, pays Klaus with extra.
Yep.
And then she also takes a few of his business cards with her. All boats rise together with the tide.
Of course, darling. I see. You scratch your back, you scratch mine, all of that. You take care now.
And Ada just takes them quickly to the hideout and gets them cleaned up and gets herself cleaned up the rest of the way. Little bit of tar dye kind of stuff on Eric's fruits. And she has to calm down some of the girls who are these new, strangely more attractive.
Why they look
We
against
now
me.
have
There
a
is-
very fancy looking twink and bear.
Why are people?
You have a
looking at
type? We've got it.
Ulf, I have a question for you though. Hugo's gonna be like, all right, mate. All right, mate. Braids or a ponytail? Otherwise, this is if I'm brush this out, I flip it over your face. That's gonna happen every time you get half a wind. So braids or a ponytail?
We'll braid it. But
How
look,
many?
Ada, I'm sure you'll have some. Do you have any cuffs or anything to stop me from punching him?
Ada takes you to a special room.
Oh yeah,
I walk in.
I've had people come here describing this room. The things I've had to get out of people.
It's like you kept the Christmas. You kept the what's their version of Christmas again?
Yule.
You kept my Yule gift.
It's very useful.
I shackle
Have
him.
fun, boys. And
to
she
a-
slaps Ulf on the butt on the way up.
So there's
Eric's
I got
I want
spots
to
for
go.
your
I
arms
want
and
to
legs
leave.
to sit, and then it's got a higher area so you can rest your stomach. I'm going to strap his arms and legs. down.
no!
Ada, do you close the door?
No.
Okay, cool. All of your girls are just sitting in almost like across the room where there's a small chair, but obviously are but very obviously watching.
Ulf just very, very calmly says to you, just remember, these are to protect you from me now, not after.
Should I leave the room? Otherwise, I feel like he's just gonna kill me because I'm near you.
As
Nah,
Ada
he'll
walks
be
by,
fine.
she's like, that's a 10% out of everybody's wages for the show, thanks.
You
Just
see
for
all of
today,
them
though, just
have
for
this
today.
moment of looking away and being like, oh, do I? Nah.
I rub a comb across his back, starting from his butt and going towards his shoulder.
Okay, now you're just taking the piss.
I'm like, all right, mate. I grab his hair with one hand, pull it back a little bit, and start.
Now I
Mate.
have to figure out what.
Do I have to
check
roll a
is.
constitution
I
save
love
for
how
this?
I just tried to get through this by making it, and they go back to the hideout, and everyone gets quickly changed, and you guys handcuff me.
Constitution, willpower, strength. I feel
It'll
like I need to
be
make
for
some
for
save.
Ulf. It'll be a willpower, self-discipline check.
Yeah. Self-discipline.
Right.
I've built half the equipment in here, and if I've made it very specific, if I haven't made it very specific yet already, all of my shit is overdone.
And
Alas.
I've pulled out half
I'll
of
say,
the things we've made out of
Hugo, could you
people.
make me a dexterity test, please?
So I rolled a 15.
Mm-hmm.
He's a strong man.
Dexterity, you said?
Dexterity.
Strong
Yeah.
will.
Thankfully, I've got courage and willpower.
13
13. Cool. Yeah, it's
with a 5
there's-
on the sun die.
there are a couple of moments as you're brushing out. This is intense. This is hair that's this is hair that is not I think Ulf actually yeah Ulf how well has Ulf's hair been maintained while
Well, it's got a
on the
mixture
road?
of mud, blood, etc. The cleanest it gets is when he just dunks it into water. Besides that, it is permanently braided near the front, which that braid has not been taken out in a very long time. until now.
That's more or less a dreadlock at this point.
Yep.
Yeah,
And the rest of it is just a massive
a
mess with a
conditioner.
few strands that are okay.
As I'm undoing it, it's like a piece in my fucking hand, 2 pieces in one hand. I'm like,
Yeah.
oh, fucking. untying this like
Good
as
thing
if
he's a
it was.
blacksmith.
It
Yeah,
is.
it's like fucking.
I'm gritting my teeth.
Call over one of
so
the girls.
hard, I
Quick,
feel like
hold
we're
his
about
hair
to
for a
break.
second.
Yeah. You know, I will say like Hugo. I would say that like you've worked with enough,
Brave
and
deal.
assuming that you've volunteered for this, that you know enough. You're getting through this. It's intense. There are several points where you're like looking at it going like that is solid. Like that is not like interwoven hair. That is just solid mass now. But
Ladies, I need conditioner, olive oil, a hammer, a pair of shears, and a file. Go.
I feel like Eric's just having a nice time off somewhere. He's just sitting and he's just getting
Yeah.
like his roots done. He's just reading a book.
Eric, you see like as you're sitting down getting your hair dyed and all that, a bunch of girls that you have known for a very long time and have all like, been very nice, like all essentially been very nice to you. It'd be like all like as far as been very polite and very nice, very friendly. You see a lot of them staring at you in a way that they are suddenly questioning all of their life choices. Like it is just almost in this like or like in a way if they are questioning what they are feeling in this moment. Because realize that as you walked in, there were a bunch of heads sort of turned to look at you, and there was like this sort of the initial eye like widening of, oh, who is this? And then the moment of like squinting of like, is that? No. Like it's yeah. Hugo, you managed to get, with the help of a few of the girls and a lot of various products, you managed to get through it.
Mass, I smash it and I fucking douse it in olive oil and start spreading it. Get the girls to work on that one piece while I work on another.
You managed to braid it, and it looks
unbraided. This is just getting it all brushed. I haven't started braiding yet.
Ulf, this sucks. This is in no way fun. But you are like, I imagine like you're sitting in this chair, cuffed down, like both fists are like white knuckled. But you have been through worse. You managed to hold it for the entire time, as it's
But file it away for like future torture methods, for other people later.
Ulf is trained to resist torture.
Yeah, but
I'm just imagining Jim Carrey with the Grinch suit.
I would. Well, it's also like I would 100%. And I'm like in my mind 100% like the at least a good portion of the soldiers that work for Varley very much believe in hazing. So Ulf's been through it. Like it's
like 4 hours later.
I'm
gonna ask you, Frax. Do you let Hugo cut your hair, or is Ulf just like, no, it stays the length it is?
Basically, the mere mention or you even glance towards any form of scissors or shears, and Ulf casts this eye back at you, which if you make one step close with any of those implements, it will quite possibly be the last thing you or anyone in your line ever does.
It's the anime like devil stare, like that sort of like
just the black aura.
Yeah.
One eyeball is
looking
bigger than
away
the
at the
other.
sky like, shit, that's a little intimidating.
Just he's slowly shrinking as he just gets bigger.
But then I think, but he said he'd kill everyone in my line. This would be useful.
Immediately does it, ducks for cover.
My brother's over
My
there.
brother's that way.
Get him.
I am going to do I'm going to do one large braid down the center, one medium, one on either side. And as for the other sides, it's an interwoven weave of 4 braids going down the side of his head to his back, where they all meet in a French at the back, where they're tied off. But then he has just what's left of the hair at the very ends is left to flow out.
Nice. You also notice as you have, like, combed this out, there's, like, a lot of hair that has, you know, essentially more or less, it has come out, at least in the sense of it was just still in there. It wasn't attached to anything. It was just
It's
in
like
there.
he shedded his winter fur and he needs to be de-shedded.
But as you comb it out, and you're like, you recognize that his hair's a lot longer than it appeared in the beginning. Like, it was previously like about shoulder length or so. It is now down to like mid back. Like, it is. Yeah.
I braid it back to shoulder length, like below shoulder length.
Cool. So
And
yeah.
like, ladies, please untie him, and I walk out of the room very quickly.
And just
As
hide.
you start to move, I just like jut myself towards you in your direction, trying to pull you a bit.
Just like the fuck you.
There
Close the door.
There is like a slight squeal and then sort of a nervous giggle from both of the girls as they then like looking at Hugo and they're sort of almost like very quickly undo both of the shackles.
As you come out, Ada's like showing prototype bottles to the King of Gout elixir. To Eric.
When did he become the king of Gout?
Yeah, I'm the
Sorry,
Earl.
the Earl of Gout.
Earl
Yeah.
of
The
Gout.
Earl of Gout. Sorry,
I
my
bust
apologies.
open
The
the
Earl
door,
of
like-
Gout elixir.
When did I kill the heir?
He's ready.
What, did he die of gout? Did I not cure him in time?
He's ready. It's like Frankenstein's monster is about to walk out.
It's
As I walk out, by the way, I'm not in my finery. I was very much in my work gear.
Oh my
Lift
God.
welding mask.
Ulf just got inspiration for not killing Hugo. Congratulations.
Yay!
Good job, good job.
Cool. So yeah. So walking out, you see Ulf is now a vastly more refined soldier image, vastly more refined image of a soldier than he was at least 4 hours ago.
The olive oil has like dripped down onto his muscles, and it's all like
He just
restless,
has a
shiny.
little bit of that, like, he has like the V cut, it's just giving that hot, nasty clavicle.
Just the
Oh no, he had to be shirtless for this procedure.
was it's the cravat of
He's all these
chest hair,
scars as
like
well.
It's like, I may be a lesbian, but I'm here for you girls in the audience. It's oily.
Look, we need plot for everyone.
yeah. All are welcome and catered for.
As a
Cool.
bi woman, I'm delighted.
So you have yes, and also at this point, Ada, one of the boy you sent off, like returns, like walks up to you, is like hands you one of your
Ran
outfits.
to the tailor, realized you weren't there, ran back.
Yeah, he is gasping. He is just
Ada gives him a coin in the day off.
Like, Eric
he
pats
just
him on the
like
back.
turns to walk to bed and just collapses.
Oh no. Okay, pull that. Up you get. Someone get me some water.
Ada just slides across the Earl of Gout elixir.
No.
Doesn't have gout.
He doesn't have gout.
Not yet.
He's dehydrated.
Ada, I am borrowing your shower.
It's
I
just
am
like
borrowing
getting a
your bathing
fan.
chambers.
I was about to say, so we have 3 sharp-dressed people and a dwarf.
And just
Hey,
dwarf.
I had to do work, all right? And plus, he's not sharp dressed. He's just shirtless.
yeah.
I just say to the girls that were watching that all unfold, I hope you enjoyed your show. And then I just punch the wall and walk on.
We're all about equal objectification here, mate.
Yeah.
Yeah, actually, I've been meaning to talk to you about that. The people here are looking at me a bit more odd. Is there something on my face?
Stop opening your mouth, then they'll realize it's you. But if you just shh, they'll be attracted to you. It's okay.
You do notice that, like, just to add to that, you do notice that, like, there are a couple of girls, like, don't seem to respond. There are a couple of girls that have been just sort of staring at you. But you notice that every time you talk, there is just that slight wrinkle of the nose. As they're sort of like,
It's like, it's Eric. It's just like, the illusion's shattered.
yeah.
Damn it.
Right now, the characters that I'm pushing on to in my mind for Eric is Tom Hiddleston, and for Ulf is I can't remember his first name.
Manoa.
No, I'm actually going. I think his name's John Skarsgård. He is the guy who played the live-action Tarzan.
John Skarsgård.
That's the one.
Yeah.
That's who I'm putting for Ulf.
Mm-hmm.
Like the lean, fit, scarred look with the long hair.
Nice.
Man's hot.
Nice.
Cool.
Look,
So Hugo runs off to take a shower.
I use the fancy shampoo.
Uses all of the shit.
You smell like cherry blossom.
Yeah.
Wolf
It's
just touched
odd.
his hair a few times.
It's so soft and silky now.
Mm.
I don't like it.
The oil.
Why do I feel like Ulf is just gonna run Tom Cruise style into a mud pit as soon as it's over and just roll around?
Oh dear.
Don't worry, afterwards you can just bathe in the ocean.
Could do. I prefer lakes.
You just make it sound
I mean,
shallow.
technically.
Sinister.
Splash you on me. Oceans are a different story, especially for someone who can't swim.
Can't swim. Fascinating.
Why would I need to when I'm on land in trucks all the time?
Lakes.
It's a lake. I can stand in them, can't I? An ocean? No.
Can somewhat doggy paddle myself.
The idea that, like, no one in the party can swim.
Cue Botark.
Who needs to swim when you can invent something to help you swim?
Mm-hmm.
Ada takes them on a day trip in the water.
We're all gonna die.
Ada's just teaching Eric how to float.
Oh, yeah.
Final
Ulf has a
episode.
big board.
Final episode, we finally go to the beach, and Ada just sacrifices us all.
It was the
all
BBG
dead.
all along. Ulf's gonna go
Um,
get dressed.
Cool. So Ulf goes to get dressed. Hugo goes to take a shower. Ada gets dressed. Eventually, all of you return back to the main sort of chamber of Ada's hideout. All dressed to the nines, clean and ready, ready to head off to the upper end of Vartengard. And that is where we're going to take a quick break. How's it going, everybody? We hope you're enjoying this episode of Echoes of Ragnarok. Don't forget, episodes are streamed live on Twitch every second Thursday at 8 p.m. Australian Eastern Time. But on every other Thursday, you can catch me at the same time slot doing some art, playing some games, or just hanging out with all of you to talk about my world of Hymgard. Building the world of Hymgard has been an amazing, albeit challenging journey, and I am so happy that so many of you are just as excited to experience it as I am to share it. If you would like to help support this project along with my content and other creative endeavors, as well as snag yourself some exclusive perks and swag, then don't forget to subscribe at our Ko-fi page and check out our channel partners and affiliates. And a huge thank you to all of my Ko-fi subscribers. You make all of this possible, and I am so grateful. But with that all said, thank you all so much for your support, and let's get back into the action. So, our four adventurers, dressed to the nines, looking fancy and clean, heading over towards the higher end of Vartengard. Doing your best to, I imagine, look like you belong there. Can I get as you enter into sort of the higher end
What do you
of
mean look like we belong there?
Vartengard, can I get a communication test from everyone, please?
Can I add deception to that?
You can
me too.
indeed.
Me
Yeah,
too, even though I probably don't need it. I do belong here.
Wolf keeps smelling something and realizes it's soap.
His tracking skills.
Oh my god.
I love the idea of after all of this, of just finding out that Varley's guys are actually like really clean. And it's
just
like
Ulf,
just
fucking
been
weirdo.
Ulf. They're just like, we had
Wolf
this
was just that much.
we had this like fucking wild child like hanging out with us forever, and we finally got rid of him. Like it's just
I imagine just Varley's just like, it's like, what do you got there, Varley? This is Ulf. I found him in the trash.
why is it in a cage? It growled at me.
It's covered in mud.
Sorry, they've always got pinpoint location where Ulf is when they're on missions because they just have to smell.
Yeah.
I have a question.
Mm-hmm.
It's been a while since I've done a skill check. If you have the communication,
Mm-hmm.
you add the number, and then if you have the skill, you add the number again, or
The focus is a +2.
alright, sweet.
So you roll, you add the skill, and you add 2 if you have the focus.
So I got a 17.
Nice.
I got 14.
I got 15.
I got 15.
Nice.
Worst performer, Ada. Joyce.
Yeah. Ada's just absolutely still like very stunned about what she has put together. But yeah, no, you the four of you head up towards the higher end of Vartengard, through the same sort of residential areas that you were originally in, where you found Leif, the young man who was murdered. You see now that area, as you like pass by, that area is sort of taped up, shall we say? Like, it's obviously been, his body has been discovered, and there is now an investigation happening. Continuing through, you see further in the buildings. The first thing that you notice that changes the buildings, like the architecture becomes much more refined. There's a lot more adornments, a lot more, a lot fancier buildings as you head through. Where are you headed at this point?
I think we're probably headed to maybe even talk to Hugo's brother. Because you said he was hanging
you want to
out
run
with
that
him.
by me first?
Yes.
This is something we all agreed on prior, Hugo.
We talked about why you're in the
You
shower.
talked about getting in through your brother.
I know you need to aim your heads down a bit so that I can hear you. But like, just because you look up at each other and start talking, it means I can't hear you when you do that, eh?
Hey.
What?
Sorry, I crouched down like you do with a small child.
Good boy.
Again,
Up
you're gonna
under
get
the
a
armpits.
slap.
Lift me up, yes.
Yeah,
Hold me high.
it's better than to just pick you up and hold you there so they can
I
talk
put
to
you in the baby carrier.
the papoose.
Don't you
Yes.
fucking dare. I will deck you. I'm perfect height, mate. Don't even test me.
Papoose.
You lot want to go see my brother. For what?
You said he could get you in and he was hanging out with...
No. I said I could pretend to be him and get in. Specifically, we would have to knock him out, and I would have to take on his persona, which means also shaving my bloody head.
Okay.
Can I do that?
You...
Honestly, I think you probably deserve that if that's the way we're going.
You seem way too excited to do that.
I don't know why.
I think he just likes putting his hands on me.
You've just made it yuck.
I have been victorious against you once again. So we can either go around. There is a lovely gentleman's club nearby where we can gather some information. Is there a gentleman's club nearby? Almighty GM.
Yeah, I was about to say. Yeah, there'd definitely be. There is a gentleman's club here. It is in the upper end of it is Actually, you know what? Yeah, you have never been there, but you know that there is what is referred to as a gentleman's club in the upper end of Vartengard.
Do I know if it's like invitation members only, or is it just like, if you're rich, come here?
It's a bit of both. Like, it's essentially like more or less it's almost like we have to have heard of you for you to get in. Like, it's almost like a from what you understand, the person that you would have heard about it from would be your father, and he has spoken of it a fair bit.
Is it like spoken of it as in, oh, I really want to go there, or like our family have been members for 100 years?
Oh no, it's like in very much the way he speaks about it. He's never he's never divulged details or like spoken of it anyway. Like really given any sort of actual information on it, at least not that you've listened to. But the way the way he speaks of it, you gather there is a familiarity there that he's been. By that sense, you gather that you drop your father's name or even your family name, and you can probably get in.
I'm looking at Mootley, and I feel like there's the plan for the Earl of God. I can see your eyes. I see the plan falling in your brain.
Fans out the Earl of Gout business cards.
When did you print those?
Last night. It took me ages.
You also, I'll say you also know with the way Lacroon has taken after your father, there is a majority % chance that Lacroon is there, or will be there at some point.
I can get us in. I can drop my family name. We're not unfamiliar with the Gentleman's Club. My father raves about the bloody thing. My brother will be there. Ulf. Don't punch him out. Don't ever throw the first punch at this place. If you can't win with words, you laugh it off and you walk away. Or we will never get back in.
Understood.
Ada,
Understood.
I understand that you're a lovely lady of the night and of the day.
Mhm.
Be all of that. Charm the fuckers. Because names will get you in the door. How they perceive you with after that keeps you in the room.
Ada's smiling, going, how many contacts can I make while I'm in there to make my business?
Go for it. Plenty of men in there who are just desperate for any amount of attention. And Eric, Earl of Gout, up and coming surgeon of... Where are we on the map? Like northeast, west?
I'm like smack bang in the middle.
Of the middle!
Surgeon of the Central Plains. 27% chance to cure anything to do with gum.
No refunds.
I can hire. I can make that higher. Like it doesn't have to be 27%. Why'd you aim so low?
27%. People get desperate.
Under promise, over
talk
deliver.
To people, play the stoic "they are beneath you" card. Unless someone walks up to you and everyone else shuts up in the room, play the stoic "I don't need to answer you. I just need to nod and you'll agree with me" card. Right?
Eric is thinking about a person that he has only recently started to think about. His very stoic father. and he's just thinking just how he acts, and he's like, I think I can pull that off.
Your body language just completely changed. Go with whatever you're going with. But you look repulsed. Let's go. I will lead them to the country club.
Cool.
The gentleman's club.
The gentleman's club. You are wandering through. You have to ask a couple points where where things are, and continuing through the street, you eventually come to this very large, dark timber building. It is built very much like one would consider like a what do you call it? Almost like a log cabin, but like huge. There's a large sign that hangs over these sort of large double doors at the front that just reads in boldly painted letters, "The Delta Lodge." And you can hear already, just from outside inside, there is just this low hum of music being played, and also over the top of that, this almost constant just murmuring of chatter. Approaching the door, you see a pair of Ogni who are looking. You thought Ulf looked uncomfortable in what he's wearing. These two look like it's just they're sort of standing. Ogni very much in my mind look similar to like 40k orcs. Like these are big, just very sort of broad, burly, muscular creatures, and they have been sort of like put in these sort of like vests and like suit shirts, sleeves rolled up, that are just cloth straining at this stage.
Barrel-bodied, barrel-chested, barrel-armed.
Yeah. In front of
a
them,
fucking unit, if you will.
Yeah.
in front of them there is a very tall, lithe, elven man of this sort of long, sharp features and chin. This slick raven hair pulled back into a tight braid that runs down his back. He holds a book, like a sort of like fairly thick leather ledger. As you approach, he sort of looks. You see, I'll say, everyone roll me a perception test, please. Just to see who catches it.
4 3s, 10.
Ooh.
Seeing or hearing help?
Seeing will help, yeah.
What
Does
about
searching
searching?
help?
Yeah, searching.
Searching, not so
Skills
much.
I didn't even read
Okay.
off.
11 then.
Did I do that right?
20 with double 5s and a 5 on the stun die.
Damn.
Fuck!
Cool.
That's a
Eric,
17 from me.
okay. Eric and Ada, you both catch. It is very quick and quite subtle. But you see, without moving, he sort of like seems to be sort of just poised in the moment, watching the four of you with interest. You watch as his eyes dart. Almost like very subtle movements, and very quick. But you gather within the space of like a heartbeat, he has essentially just looked all four of you up and down. In a way that like you gather like you are all wearing potentially the fanciest clothes you have ever worn. You are still, as I mentioned with the Klaus's shop, like you're walking in, as it would say, like you're walking into a designer, like fashion show wearing H&M clothes. Like it's like, okay, yeah. But at the same time, he sort of like, you gather that very quickly he has sort of just taken the measure of all of you and looks, sort of stands there seeing if you're coming over to talk to him.
What do you mean by measure? Did he look down at me? Did he look down at me?
Ada would like to use her coordinate ability as an envoy to give a stunt point to Hugo for this conversation that they're about to have. And as he does the eye flick, he sees her catch the eye flick and does the most dazzling, charming smile, kind of flourish.
I have abilities.
The elf sort of like bows his head back to you, and turns. I assume Hugo, you've taken the lead in this moment.
Yes.
Turns to you and Swaza says, members card or invitation?
Neither. I am Hugo DCD Smith, son of, I dropped my father's name, and I have been traveling for 2 weeks, and I'm going to go in and get a drink now.
Cool.
Very much hinting of like, these are my traveling clothes.
So, Dungrel, Perith, Dungrel Perith Deltro Pathsmith.
How do you spell that?
You sent it to me.
Oh, sorry.
But your
I
lore
thought
is
you
so
were
deep,
I thought you were
you
telling
forgot.
me the guy at the front's name.
No, that's your father's name.
When the
it's
lore is
been a
so
day,
deep, you
okay?
forgot your dad.
I mean, Hugo probably wishes he could forget his father's name.
Bloody
That's
hell,
amazing.
I thought Eric had father issues.
Yeah, so that is your father's name. As you mention the name, there is this brief, almost like straightening slightly as he sort of nods and flicks open the book. He says, "Oh, another one. Excellent."
Oh, fuck.
Writes out a flipping to the back of the book. He sort of scribbles out on a piece of paper, almost like tears it out like a what do you call it? Like a carnival ticket or something like that, and sort of hands it over to you. It says, "Please enjoy your stay, Master Smith."
Like from what I know, does this ticket mean like the group or just me?
Yeah, it's all of you. Like it's generally like a with entourage.
Entourage.
Yeah.
I fold it and I put it in my jacket. Have a wonderful day. And I walk in with a frustrated look on my face, like, why do I have to deal with these people?
Entering
Ada tips them on the way through.
He without even sort of like looking up from his book, you see he's still like tribal away. His hand just comes out, just between two fingers, takes the coin, like slips it into his pocket. Inside, it is quite warm, and quite musty, as you realize that this is one of those areas that allows smoking inside. There is a slight haze across the whole room, and there is a very constant murmur of sort of chatter, and every so often there's that sort of loud laughter, as obviously someone has just finished a joke. Far off in the corner, you see a number of musicians who are just sitting and playing more or less lounge music. At the far end of the room, there is a bar, and you see a number of fairly well dressed, older, most of which are older gentlemen, from different, obviously from different parts and different races, all sort of standing around chattering, drinking and smoking. As you walk into the room, there is a brief moment where the chatter sort of dips a bit, as you notice like a bunch of people like just sort of tilt, not nothing outrageous, but definitely like, so there's a slight tilt and like nudging and sort of gesturing over. You see one of the people that gets nudged and looks over. I forgot to ask, did you say Lacroon is bald?
Yeah. Well,
Okay.
not bald. He's got like the shortcut.
Okay.
It's to make sure that, because the way I see it with him working with sawdust, because a carpenter friend of mine is like, oh no, I always keep my hair short because I always get sawdust in it. So I was like, all right, he's a shortcut dwarf.
Mm-hmm. You, so the rest of you see, this, slightly, what do you call it? Like a bit slighter than Hugo. Not quite as bulky, not quite as square, as it were. But this dwarven male turns around, looks over, got a short, sort of like that sort of short mohawk, almost, or like shorter on the sides, but short on top. Still sort of red hair, and the beard as well, very sharp, trimmed beard. Still what is like red hair, but leaning more towards that almost like honey gold to red gold sort of look. More blonde slightly more blonde than Hugo's hair. Dressed, sort of like very, sort of very fine sort of shirt and shirt, belt and pants. Standing there with he has a glass in one hand with a group of other gentlemen sort of laughing and joking, turns around, looks over and seems to squint in this sort of like, not sure what he sees. He's like, Hugo?
I'm walking along slowly and I look around, look straight past him towards the rest of the room, like looking over him and ignoring him, and then looking back. Oh. Good day. And I continue walking to the bar.
He turns and like watches you walk past. It's just the rest of you see him sort of like looking over at Hugo as if he's not sure what he's seen. Like it seems just completely, it's very amusing to him at this moment.
Of course it fucking is. God damn it.
Yeah, so what are the rest of you doing at this moment?
Ada would like to have a look around the room, and she's kind of trying to do like a social examination of the room. Because she's trying to find what she thinks is the one person that people aren't paying attention to. Like the secret holder that she can, or the girl that is around, but they're kind of like looking past kind of thing, to try and find out the person that she can be like, hey, I notice you. A, make a contact, because that's always a good character to have, but B, to try and see what all these people are actually, what deals are going down and what they're talking about.
Can you roll me a perception check, please?
Sure. I would really like that really good roll now, thank you.
Yeah, this is a good spot.
Can I use that coordinate thing that Handvoice can use on you? Is that a thing?
Did you roll double in your
I rolled
last...
triple threes.
In your last thing? Then yes, you can give me a point.
I give you a point.
Huzzah!
Excellent.
Does seeing or hearing help?
Seeing would help in this moment, yeah.
Okay. I got another good roll, but no doubles, unfortunately. (19), and she would like to use her stunt point as her ancestry stunt, which is keen instinct, so she does not take speedy search. She just goes, looks in the room and just like can see them.
Cool. So yeah, like scanning the room and knowing very quickly in this sort of like it's not an unfamiliar space for you. It's a bar. It might be, you know, a fancy, slightly homely designed bar, but it's a bar. It's, you know, and looking around like, so you would know the spots, like very quickly know the spots where it's like, these are the spaces that I would hide if I wanted to avoid notice. Not in a, like, I am hiding in the rafters sort of way, but in a, I'm going to sit over here and not make any noise, and eventually people are just going to not know that I'm here.
And hey, if there is like a secret sneaky assassin who also killed a young man earlier that he accidentally sees, it's good.
You see off to one side, not, you know, obviously like, you know, like right at the edge of the shadows where it's like, I am visible, but I'm hidden, but I'm not hiding, as it were. Like, it's sort of like there's no chance of if anyone does see me, they're not going to pay me much mind because I'm off on my own. I'm not, and in a slightly shadowy area. I'm not in the corner. Like, I'm not stridering it, like, at this point. It's just like, I'm just sitting off to the side and no one's really paying attention to me.
So Ada will kiss Hugo on the cheek, and to the others, like, what the fuck?
Like, yeah, and pushes you off. It's like, yep, you're the lady in this group, so I go get you a drink. I go get Eric a drink. Ulf, I don't get you a drink because you look like the bodyguard and you've got to stay sharp.
And Ada kind of like goes, okay, and then like you talk with the boys and wanders off and kind of like takes a very circuitous route to the person that she has identified.
And I'll just be like, so Earl, what do you drink? And
Whiskey.
we start walking to the bar.
As we're making our way to the bar, I'm just going to be like glancing around, checking to see if there is anyone eyeing our group off in a not so much suspicious sort of way, but a threatening manner in any form.
Okay. Roll me a perception test, please. This would be...
How funny it'd be if just Wolf slugs a guy. It's like, he was being catty. He was looking at us. Cat!
So that is 15. I got double 5s and 5 on the stun.
Nice. Looking around, you don't see anyone... I will say you don't see anyone looking at you with any sort of, shall we say, like, malintent or anger. Or, you know, like, sort of aggression. You do realize very quickly there is a potentially sort of a look that you're not... Perhaps Ulf is not entirely used to. Being part of... coming from, like, the main life that you've known, being part of one of the most feared and respected warrior groups in Hymgard itself. You realize that looking around, there are people who are, like, hiding smiles and, like, chuckles and, like, sort of turning around and, like, hitting each other in this sort of, like, no, don't sort of way. You recognize that your group has just become the butt of pretty much every joke in this place.
Okay. I just quickly whisper, am I going to get paid for this bullshit? Because this is a bit much even for me.
We're trying to find a lead, Ulf. And this
I
is
get
how
that,
we're
I
doing
get
it.
that, but this is, Yep.
I grab the 2 drinks and I turn around and look directly up at you. We are here to get a lead so that we can solve a major issue. You are an extremely expensive bodyguard that took a lot of effort to get here. You were sent by one of Varley's men himself to protect the Earl.
Doesn't mean I'm taking a bullet for you. But anyway, I can keep up the act. Just straightens his back.
15 minutes, and Ada should be able to do her thing.
All right.
Can I do can I do a perception check from all these separate groups of people? Who now Ada looked for someone who was all by themselves. I'm looking for. I'm assuming my brother is with a group of people, maybe 5, 6, and they've got their close circle going, and they're all having their giggle.
Mm-hmm. You're sitting there like as you turn around to look around, like it's one of those things of like, you know that you don't want to look because you know you can feel him looking at you. You could, and like it's one of the things that you know, and very much as you know, as someone with siblings, you know, if you look, he will start. As you turn around, you like glance across the room, and you see he is now standing with this group. His eyes like just sort of looking at you. There's still this sort of half curious, half like very amused smile across his face as he's sort of staring at you. You notice that every so often he'll turn around and like he'll just turn his head slightly and say something back at someone else, and all of them are like at the very least like glancing over at you every so often.
Is there a smaller group of people that if us 3 were to join, we would be on like a 2 to 3 everything? Like, I'm looking for someone who, or 2 or 3 people who seem to be on the outs with them.
Mm-hmm.
Like, if I was to describe it, a separate faction. And by the way, if I knew we were going to see my brother, I would have forged a fucking note from my father saying, "What the fuck have you done? One of your tables has just sliced open this Lord's son's hand or something. Come home right now."
Roll me a perception check, please.
Okay. Perception. 7, 8, 9, 10, and 2 1s.
Yeah. Looking around the room, you don't see anyone. No one that seems at odds. Like, no one in this room, as far as you can tell. Like, there are definite, like, groups, but no one seems to be at odds at all. But as you look around, you see a group over on the other side. There's only like 2 or 3 of them sitting at a table. They, at the very least, seem to be, of the room around you, like the least interested in you.
What are they doing?
They are sort of like at the moment just sitting around a table chatting. There's one member of them is a lot. The main sort of like centerpiece to him, as far as you can tell, is a fairly portly human. So wearing this vest that seems like it's sort of stretching a bit, like at the middle. This very heavy jowls of like this mutton chop mustache and beard, balding on top with the sort of the white hair pulled back into a ponytail. Seems to be in the middle of either some kind of story or joke. This time.
Can I quickly assess this man's potential health? Just based on his
go
visage.
Amazing.
Roll me a perception check, please.
I'm gonna do searching because I'm
Earl of Gout. Earl of Gout.
You're dressing up for a meal.
I remember what the warehouse that we took over, what their main export is.
Hey?
So the Blade Runners, their warehouse that we took shares in, what is their main export? Or is it just
It seemed to
Whatever
be
they-
pretty across the board. Like, it's not so much an export as it is like they're just it's a skimming slash like what do you call it, like smuggling operation, really.
And what warehouse number was that?
36.
I'm gonna go towards that table.
Speedy search, because I got total 16, and I got two threes, and stunt dice was 6. So speedy search.
Nice. Yeah, looking him over, this is a man who has enjoyed a very comfortable, very well-fed, and is a man that enjoys the finer things in life. And it very much enjoys access. Looking him over at this stage, there is a good percentage chance he has gout.
I could just,
but,
I just look at Ava, and she's just like,
he doesn't look. He
Then goes
beyond
back to being nonchalant over to this person.
beyond being like, but also like beyond being fairly portly, and you know, beyond being fairly portly, he doesn't look unhealthy. Like he's obviously a man who has very much enjoyed the finer things in life and a very comfortable life.
Walking up to that table. Sorry, Ada. Just one last thing.
Mm-hmm.
Which one of the three? Because there's always one. Which one of the three is the butt of their jokes?
By the looks of them, it's a tricky. I'll say just quickly because we do have to wrap up pretty soon. By the looks of them, like you gather, doesn't really appear to be that much of like a difference between them, to the point that it almost appears very much in that ideal of you not as you approach. I'd say you're not actually sure that this is a like set group. You are now, as you're approaching, almost 90% sure that this is just a man who has roped two people into what probably started as a game of cards and has very quickly just turned into him telling stories.
Perfect. We love a man who talks.
Yeah. Cool. I will say, Ada, you head over towards this to this man standing just out of the shadows. He's got similar to, almost looking fairly similar to Eric. He's got this like jet black short hair, neatly combed to one side, a fairly nice shirt with a open kaftan over the top of it. Standing, he's holding a drink in one hand, just swirling it slowly. You gather by the look of the ice in it that he has been nursing it since he arrived. Very much holding it just for the sake of holding a drink. And seems to be watching over everything that's going on, with a sort of an air of someone who is deeply bored.
Mm-hmm. Ada just kind of like sits down next to him, or like stands next to him, and I always find it fascinating to see someone who works like me in the wild. How's business?
Slow.
Anything for sale?
You see, as you mentioned, as you ask the question, there's like these eyes just sort of snap to you. Like the head does not move. The rest of him does not move, but the eyes snap to you quite sharply, and it's like, What are you looking for?
What you and I, of course, obviously deal with, information. Anything on the... I mean, no one's really talking about it, but the recent disturbances up this end of town, or any rumours about our latest musical arrival.
He sort of like smirks a little bit and just looks around, just gestures to the room. He's like, "It's why they're still here." Points over towards a few of the others. He points to a group at the far end of the room. He's like, "They've come from Iliaborg, hoping to see the maestro's performance. From what I understand, the little one over there," points to Lacroon, says, "He's come down from Norderlid. He's the son of some iron worker or something." Takes a sip that you gather is not a sip. Like no liquid leaves the glass as he turns his eyes back to you and says, "As far as disturbances in the area, assuming you're referring to the murder, I believe they're calling it, in the residential areas."
My girls had noticed a blonde who likes to hang out in the areas that you like to hang out, but wasn't normally about.
I see. Can't say I've seen anything like that. He sort of glances around the room a bit. Looks over and says, "There has been some murmurs about it. I haven't caught anyone mention any details. I don't think anyone's seen him."
Any of the locals acting out of standard behaviors?
I mean, it's definitely spooked a few people, but you know,
Who's not spooked?
You see a look cross his eyes as if he's sort of like, almost in that sense of like, I hadn't thought of that. No way. I mean, there was... He sort of pauses for a moment. He says, "There was a noble came in a little while ago. He was trying to get... He was talking to people about some sort of party or something he wanted to organize down in the that same residential districts. Don't think anyone took it, but seemed odd to me.
Do we know where that noble was from at all?
From what I heard, he was from Midgard. You know how they are. So sure with their lord's protection. They don't give a damn. Anyway, he like turns to the plant next to him, like shakes his drink out into it and puts the glass down the table, and he says, I'm not getting anything here, so I'm going to head off.
Ada puts a hand out to say nice to meet you and slips him some coin. If you're down near the docks, you need any help, ask for Ada.
He looks down at the coins in his hands and says, I'll keep that in mind.
Trying to make a contact.
It kind of makes me feel bad though, because if he hasn't got anything, hey, at least we can cross it off.
Approaching this table, say like you hear as he this man is like leaning forward on the table, and it's sort of like as he gets closer, you start to make out sort of the end of his words, as he turns and he says no, I said cowshed, and they all just burst into laughter as you know, they're just sort of like raucousing, and he's like, yes, it's fantastic. Turns like as you're like reaching down, he's like, hello, I'm sorry, I've just finished. Can I help you at all?
Oh no, I heard your story from over at the bar, and I was wondering if I could sit down and have a listen. And I would like to use.
It's a good one. I don't know if I have it in me again. You see, as you've sat down, like he's turned to look at you, and is like, you know, sort of like gives you like a couple like playful jabs in the shoulder, and he's like, I was just telling. You turn and the other two guys are gone. Just almost have taken the opportunity of like you showing up to leave.
I feel like Eric would also just kind of slip in, like, "Ooh, they're leaving. Cool."
Yeah, he's
Great.
sitting down at the thing.
Just be us against this guy.
Yeah. The dude is like, "Oh, excellent! Welcome. My name is I am Tarik Thordramar. I'm a merchant from Midgard. I'm very pleased to meet you both."
Dracanic?
Hey,
What's your name?
Tarik Thordramar.
Tarik Thordramar. And he's a merchant, he said?
Yes.
Sorry, keep going.
I do apologize for my son, but who you are?
My name is Hugo DCD Smith. Lovely to meet you, Tarik Thordramar.
Now I feel underdressed as far as name goes. Anyway,
no, please think nothing of it. My father is an absolute waste of breath when it comes to naming us. Each child almost has a longer name than the last.
Well, excellent. I suppose if you got the names, you better use them. And turns around and is like, and you are?
Richter of Gauthern, but it's like I have a bit of a odd title. You might have known me potentially as the Earl of Gout, a kindness from my patients. I am but a humble doctor.
Oh, you sell yourself short, Richter. He is the finest surgeon of the Central Plains.
He leans forward and is sort of like leans forward, like almost like hands are like symbol on the table as he's like, so you are the Earl?
you have heard of me.
Oh yes, my work is I have some young sort of how do you put it handy like carriers worker boys with me. They came back from the tavern the other night in town. It's the Draka, I believe it is called. They were talking of this Earl. And I did not realize that they'd be showing up to this quaint establishment. Do you take orders perchance?
In fact, yes, I do. I'm actually coming up with a more of a quite reliable draft to actually help with the problem, as so many people of my clientele seem to suffer it.
Excellent. I mean, we can talk about that later. Anyway, but what can I help you to with something? I know it came of a bit of purpose.
Well, you mentioned that you're a merchant. What do you? Sorry, you mentioned that you're a merchant, mate. What do you trade in?
Oh, of course.
Please, elaborate your story.
I am one of the finest. I transport one of the finest meads coming from Midgard across Hymgard. We pride ourselves on fine quality and different sort of varietals and flavors and ages. Yes, it's very good.
I think I have tried some of your brew. It is delicious.
You
Honey to the
flatter me.
tongue. I would like to use the stunt. Where is the thing? Oh no! Wait, no, that won't help me here. God damn it! I'm already foot in the door. You say that you trade in meads, and you've heard of the Earl of Gout. Would you feel a possible need of trade? Maybe export of the Earl of Gout's new elixir that he's using to cure gout around the plains.
I would potentially be interested. It is something that, if it's of course proves fruitful, would potentially be quite valuable amongst my assorted folk.
We are currently going through extensive trials in testing of the elixir itself, so it would take a fortnight to fully prove its success. But
course.
I'll be using my factory to streamline bottles and production to ease of transport for the elixir.
Ah, I see. Could you roll me a communication test real quick?
Can I add deception to that?
You
'Cause
can, absolutely.
I have not set up a fucking thing.
Oh, don't worry, talk to Ada. I'm sure it will happen.
This is 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14.
14. Cool. You gather he's sort of like... You seem like he's sort of like picking up certain things, but you gather that he's, at least so far, he's with you.
But that is business we can talk about later. Right now,
Yes, of course.
please, I must hear the story that the gentlemen were laughing their chests off at.
Oh, well,
I'm
yes.
just going to pull his chain with the story at this point.
Yeah. He actually goes and he's like, oh, yes, it's I do apologize. I've quite forgotten.
Ada walks by just in that moment, and she grabs, leans over Hugo's shoulders, and she's like, darling, what was that name of that noble who was trying to start that party the other night that nobody went to? What was his name? Can you remember?
Oh yes, another Midgardian fellow. Oh, actually, no, I don't know that. And it's like another fellow.
Yeah, he was from Midgard. Oh, hello.
I did not pay him much mind. I can't remember his name. Do you remember his name?
He turns as he notices, like, oh, yes, he was in here, younger fellow. What is it? Garrett. Garrett was his name, yes. Yeah, he came in the other day. I was trying to start. No one wanted to go. I don't know why. Oh.
Annie, darling, have you found a Thunderstone for me yet? I want one. They're so pretty. They're just unique. I know it's a one.
I am sifting the market for one as we speak, darling.
Thank thank you. And then she just kind of like plays with his hair and wanders off again.
He,
Demanding, aren't they?
the young gentleman said that Dwarven Thunderstone. The young gentleman over there said he had some sort of supply. They uses them for some sort of like light fixtures or some sort of like effects within his work. He points over. He's pointing directly at your brother.
Fuck. I need a second to think about how I would reply to that.
Mm-hmm.
And then Ada just wanders around flirting with random people everywhere where they do business.
I will also say, as you look over, you see your brother like leaning against the thing, like arms folded, staring at you, and the man you're talking to is not quiet. Like he is. If you are listening for it, you could hear him across the room, and your brother's just smiling ear to ear, just staring at you. Like, in that, like, I have something you want sort of way.
Eric is just looking at
I'm
Ulf
not going
like,
to lie,
if
I
he
would rather-
swings, stop him.
I'm not going to lie. I would rather sift the northern plains for a new Thunderstone than purchase one off my brother.
Oh! Is it, I thought I saw something. It's in the eyes, you know. I see it all the time.
Yes.
I don't look
You'd
like
say
my
the hair, but
siblings,
he's,
but I only have sisters.
Is this guy I'm talking to balding?
Yeah. Like,
Fuck.
receding, at least.
Damn it! Oh, good. I was gonna make an insult towards my brother. It's like, no, he's balding. He's just jealous. God damn it!
Cool. For the sake of expediency here, is there anything that you are looking to ask at this stage, or?
I'm probably going to try to steer the conversation back to Garrett, and it's just like, oh yeah, I've heard of the Odd Fellow. Why was it like? Who doesn't like a party? Why would no one want to go?
Oh,
It's Sickablet, for crying out loud.
Oh, yes. Well, you see, there's been, he sort of like glances around, he's like, there's been some unsavory,
Oh my god, he's quiet.
behavior. Like, he is still, like, very loud. It's just, like, he has obviously, like, looked around and been like, I'm gonna talk quietly now, but is still at, like, your talking level, essentially. He's like, there's been some unsavory events in the, sort of the, what were meant to be the guarded upper end of Midgard, the residential areas. Of Vartengard. Sorry, I haven't been here that long. Excuse me. And a few of the people here are a bit spooked. And may have a bit of trouble going back there, especially during the evening if they are not locking themselves in their rooms and going to bed. Yes.
Oh, such a shame. You don't think the musician will cancel, will you?
Oh, I don't think so. He's, from what I understand, Bragi has him, well and truly holed up.
So that's where he's gone off to. I've heard telling him, and I was trying to see if I could potentially catch a glimpse of him before his performance.
Oh, no. Bragi, I believe he's holding some kind of feast, tonight. Sort of a well-to-do about, people meeting, Bragi showing off his wonderful treasures. It just happens that this time his treasure happens to be a person. Like, not like that in a sort of way, but like, just, be like, look at this shiny thing. It's,
yes, one
anyway.
admires art in so many different ways.
Yes.
His music is divine, to be sure.
Yes, indeed. I am looking forward to it.
Oh, you're going?
Yes. I've received an invitation. I'm going. I'm very much excited. This sort of performance is not to be missed.
I was thinking of going, but then I thought, I have so much to do.
Oh.
Yes. It is tempting, though. Very tempting.
Hmm.
Why am I starting to talk like him? Motherfucker. It is
Yeah,
tempting.
It's an
Oh my God.
infectious voice. It's a good one.
It's very infectious. It's like, oh, it's like I don't think I've secured a ticket myself, or might have gotten lost. Like, not to toot my own horn, but I feel like I could talk to so many people. I mean, Sigablood just brings out so many people from around the world, and I feel I can just make so many more like fierce connections and really get into the heart of some of my issues that my patients go through. I would really just love to see if I can help them.
As Eric makes this beautiful speech about like that, Ada then wanders by and kind of drapes herself over him and be like,
His music's lovely. Wouldn't it be lovely to go?
Can I use the stunt? Role-playing stunts, number 1, Botmut. You tag the perfect witty remark onto the end of your action, affecting all those who hear it in a much more deeply. If you can't think of one, the rest of the players and the GM quickly brainstorm options and you choose among them.
Do you have a stunt point?
I have 3.
Okay. I will allow it this time. Normally, some points have to be used like at the time that the roll happens, but I'll allow it this time.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
My bad. Hold on. What did Ada say last?
I just love to go.
Well, darling, maybe we can think about it, but I can take you as a +1, but Eric here, the Earl, he doesn't have an invitation.
It's a shame, really.
Ada's just like
I'm gonna
playing
choose
with
the
his hair.
Blotmot to try
Can
and
both of you roll me a
persuade.
persuasion check, please?
You know, as a
Communication test.
group.
Does that include me?
Yeah, you can roll it as well.
It's like triple team. Persuasion is communication, right?
Yes. So it'll just be a communication test.
This wouldn't go towards etiquette, would it?
No.
Yeah, damn it. 15.
16.
Mm-hmm.
13, but I have stunt
Oh,
points.
so do I.
Cool. What did everyone get on their stunt dice as well, please?
6.
Sir, 4, and I would like to use the flirt stunt.
Okay.
Oh, I was 1 short of that one.
2, and I would be happy to do sway the crowd.
Okay.
Lay it on thick.
Not so much a crowd dissuade here, but yeah, like the three of you, like together as he turns, he says, he like turns around, he's like, well, of course, I suppose I could treat a few to like, I'll see what I can sort out. I should be able to find some extra seats. Be happy to organize some you know, get you involved.
Ada jumps up so happily and like slaps Ulf on the chest, on his manly chest, and is like, "We're gonna go see the music, man."
It's like such kindness from you, sir. Like I'm honored.
Of course.
Honestly, actually, one thing, Ada, darling, do you have one of my bottles, please?
I hand you a bottle of the fucking thing.
Just, I got
And
2
Ada-
bottles now.
All of a sudden, Ada just
I
pulls out
take
a
one back,
business
it's like,
card. It's like,
Mine.
And I hand it with the business card over to the man. It's like free of charge, sir. I can only give it as a small repayment.
He is like as he holds out his hands and he holds out his hands in very much like a sort of no sort of way, but then his hands like continue to extend out as he takes more. He's like, no, I couldn't possibly. No, I mean, if you insist, of course. I just thank you. Tucks it away in like one of his pockets, and then it's just like, well, anyway, I of course would be happy. So of course tomorrow night we will reconvene and we'll go see this wonderful concert. If that works for you.
Generous gesture.
Of course. Well, yes. The Thordramars are not known for. Well, no, that's not the phrase at all. We're a very generous family, of course. Please, it is on me, my treat for such a
I shall
wonderful.
tell all my lady friends about your generosity, sir.
Oh, yes, please do.
Please do.
Excellent.
Maybe we should bring a lady extra just for him to keep him busy.
I mean, not a bad idea.
Yeah. Ada, your finest girl. I don't say that.
That is the second devil eye you've gotten in like 8 hours.
He likes to be a problem.
Just because we do need to wrap this up, like, so yeah, he agrees essentially to take you to the event, the concert. He explains that he does have a essentially like a private viewing booth, that he has, sort of procured by the Lord Bragi himself. And he will meet you around the theater tomorrow night to take you into enjoy this spectacle. Unless there is anything else that anyone wants to do, we do need to wrap this up for tonight. Yes, Hugo.
Last thing. We need to dress up to tens for this event. This is going to be expensive.
Mm-hmm.
Eric,
no.
do you need money? Are you okay?
Eric is now just thinking in his head, it's like, I'm asking for a damn loan. I'm going to blow all of you out the water.
Yeah.
Is
Just
this
make this
good enough,
personal.
or do I have to wear more?
You are fine. You are fine how you are.
Good, I don't think I could do any more than this.
This is like lower casual attire.
You look great, and you did great.
Yes,
Good
you
job,
did wonderful.
standing there looking fancifully scary.
I'm quite sure my brother thinks that you would have killed him if you walked near him.
Mm-hmm.
Which I
I'm
love.
sure there'll be violence soon, Ulf. It's okay.
I do hope so. Standing here and listening to this, I feel like I gained some brain cells, and I don't know if that's a good thing.
From my
Cool.
perspective, well, one, not how that works at all. Two, I'm fairly certain that's a good thing.
We just met a mead merchant. We're gonna be fine, mate. We're gonna drink after this.
As so, as the four of you, I assume, make your way home.
Yes.
So the four of you make your way home, ready to prepare in your own ways for the concert coming in tomorrow night. At the request and as guests of Tarek Thordramar. And that is where we are going to end tonight's session. I know it's a little early, but we people need to do things, and I can already feel a headache coming on. So,
Aw, poor boss man.
well,
You
but
need
they already got it.
me.
Yes. Hey.
Nothing.
Anyway, thank you all so much for watching. Again, if you are watching this on YouTube, we do stream on Twitch every second Thursday at 8 p.m. You can find the links in the doobly-doo. And also, check out my books, the Harbingers of Ragnarok series, however many are out by the time you are seeing this video.
The second one just came out. Go
Second
get it.
one just came
Now.
out.
Do it.
It has a lovely trigger warning list.
And go and check out all of our lovely players. They do lots of wonderful things on various social medias. Once again, you will find all of their links in the stuff below. But with that all said, we've got to go. So have a good one, y'all. Bye-bye.
Bye, guys.
Bye. Thank you.
Bye, everyone.